Last night I had the strangest dream.
Me too.
I had a show on TV that they cancelled on me. Then I got a call from TV3.
No way.
Both of our shows are cancelled. What does this mean? Ain't doing nothing Friday night. Wanna come and do a show with me? Okay,
But I'm just power walking.
this guy trying to fly a kite. Wanna come and do a show with me?
Okay.
Let's keep power walking.
So you got a new show, the same shit jokes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is he still in front of me?
Yep.
So, I'm guessing Guy's out?
Who's holding us back anyway, mate? Don't worry about him.
Coming to you as live from the most hated city in the country, this is Jono and Ben at 10.
Welcome to Jono and Ben at 10. Let me introduce you to everyone. I'm Jono, he's Ben.
I'm Guy.
He's Guy.
Thought we were all saying our names.
Yeah, well, Thanks, Guy. Good start to the show, mate.
I tell you what, though, it is quite weird not seeing you in some sort of rock band T-shirt. I look at you and I'm like, I don't know what music you like anymore.
Judging by this outfit, Ben, Boyce to Men, I would say.
I look like the sixth member of One Direction, so I can't really tell. Now, we start the show with a Jono and Ben exclusive.
Yes, indeed. We all know and love Mr. Countdown, the fat, chubby bloke from the Countdown ads. Well, we have discovered he's also Mr. Woolworths from Australia.
Meet my family. Mum, Dad, Josh, Lockie, and me.
Here's to the five of us. Cheating bastard.
Bastard.
Yeah,
Ooh, listen to the crowd. Ooh.
the worst thing about this is there's kids involved.
Yeah, one hell of an emotional mess to clean up an aisle for.
I can hear the countdown knives being sharpened now, although you got to get lots of coupons to get one of those.
3 coupons away from revenge we are, New Zealand. Anyway, while the Countdown dad was off philandering in Australia, Jamie Ridge taught us a new word at the boxing.
But yeah, she was a pretty good component, I'm not gonna lie.
That looks like you filmed that off the TV with your phone.
It looks like that, Ben, because it's exactly what I did. And what she was doing there was joining two words together, competitor and opponent, component.
Ah, that's quite clever, because her component was the chick from the GC, the
orange one, yeah.
that no one knows the name of. And she was kind of like a cross between, I guess, a model and an actress. New word, mattress.
Oh, who's not hanging out with the Neffs anytime soon? Well, the big news this week, of course, has been asset sales, and New Zealand's biggest asset was hocked off to Japan.
Yeah, sad news this week. Sonny Bill announced he's leaving. It was a big press conference. All the media were there. We were going to go, but then we found out it was in Hamilton. Hamilton. So we left it in the safe, capable hands of Mr. Guy Williams.
I had a bit of a brain explosion.
What happened, mate?
Just roll the clip. All right, my first big story for Jono and Ben at 10. This was going to be awesome.
I'd like to announce that I'll be leaving New Zealand.
Okay, already a lot less awesome. And while the sports media wanted to know why, I just wanted to cheer the poor guy up.
Thanks.
Sonny, it's Guy Williams here from Nelson. And I can't speak for all of New Zealand, but I do. When I say, I'll say goodbye, even though I'm blue, even though I'm blue, even though I'm blue. Darling, I say goodbye, even though I'm blue, even though I'm blue, even though I never thought you'd break my heart. Da, 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 da. I never known it from the start. That's why I'm telling you, this is what I thought. I say my name and I close my eyes, darling. I say goodbye, even though I'm blue, even though. Okay, I'm sorry, I'll stop. I'm so sorry about that. Sorry. I reckon I almost got him to change his mind.
That was incredible. You clearly don't know all the words to that song,
I don't think
Guy.
Jordan Luck knows all the words to that song.
And Guy Williams also got on 3 News as well.
At that point, someone in the crowd started singing.
Someone in the crowd, your own network doesn't even know who you are.
I actually sang another song.
I can't remember last time I thanked you, keeping my distance on and.
I sang another song as well.
That's enough out of you, mate. Thanks very much. Time for a brand new feature on the show.
Scissors v Rock. Rock wins. Jono v Ben. Who wins?
Each week, Ben and myself are going to take part in a semi-pointless challenge, and you decide on Facebook who does the best, and one of us has to do a stink punishment. That's the loser.
Yeah, and because it is a new TV show, we thought the first week, why don't we come up with new ads for our TV show? Because let's face it, unless you've got like a dodgy carpet cleaner to pull in the viewers,
Nice pun.
pun intended, you're gonna need a good TV ad.
Yeah, and here's my attempt.
What are you doing this Friday night, Jono?
Making a new TV show.
You doing it yourself?
She's a pretty big job.
You'll be right.
You saw the Jono project last year, right?
No, not really.
Yeah, neither did anyone else. That was the problem.
Just get a couple of mates around. Hey, Chopper.
Fuck off.
Gives a hand with a new TV show?
Mate, you're fucking dreaming.
Aussies.
No, you're actually dreaming.
You have the Mitre 10 dream again, did you?
DIY comedy. Friday nights on 3.
What I don't understand, right? You wrote that ad.
Yes.
And you put the two of us in bed together.
Yes. All right, Mr. Good Points. We'll see your commercial later in the show, mate. And if you like that, you can go to our Facebook page and simply like it.
Now, speaking of Olympics, Jono.
We weren't.
Well, we are now.
Okay, we are
nice
now.
Little segue
Seamless
there.
segue.
The Olympic Games is only a couple of weeks away, and for many of us, we never get the chance to experience Olympic glory. Most of those people are in our Olympic team.
Oh, what is with the Olympic Ben? We've got a good swimming team.
Oh, okay, right. Name me 3 swimmers in the swimming team.
Trent McSwim.
Johnny Flippers. Melissa Fish.
Thank you, Guy.
Thinking them up.
So for our first action, men, we thought we would design an Olympic sport that everyone can be good at.
Even our swimmers.
Yes.
Welcome along to the 400 metres Can't Touch the Ground, the event in which competitors can't touch the ground. Players must navigate the 400 metre course via a series of checkpoints. First home wins, as our players take the start mat and await the adjudicator's signal.
2, 1, go!
Dirty play straight away from Boyce.
Can I just get a lift over to that bench, please? Is that right, piggyback?
Me, I'm much lighter than he is. No. Don't do this, lady.
Right, not the first time he's mounted an easy one like that. And a sneaky touch, not spotted by the adjudicators. Boyce hoping for charity to get off the mark.
What's going on here?
Save the planet, my friend.
Could you help save me?
Well, it's an easy ride to the first checkpoint for Pryor, and he's grateful.
I don't know what this was, but...
Looks like racism to me. And Boyce with a move he calls the whale rider.
I don't want any carbon footprints on the ground.
You can pass that cone over there.
Pryor asking the chicken tie-dye for a cone. Not surprisingly, she's got the hook up. And Boyce headed for the trees.
Okay, now I'm pretty screwed.
Pryor gets the glass.
Oh, thank you.
Boyce is getting trolleyed, but he makes his first checkpoint.
High five it out.
He'll need to play catch-up as Pryor is already making his first road crossing. Important to remember, contestants can only be carried 10 steps at a time.
Checkpoint.
Boyce now.
Too many steps.
Call us too many steps.
Well, I gotta get back.
Disappointment as he heads back to checkpoint 2. Pryor not afraid to step on the little people to get where he wants to go. Did he make it? We'll have to check the replay. Oh, yes, he did.
Yes.
Quickly closing the gap as Boyce as he mounts a comeback. And this woman, things getting freaky as these numpties reach the crossover.
No pushing each other off?
Gentleman's agreement.
Okay. All right,
Mate, I've been owning it.
I've got so many people helping me out.
Everyone's just like, oh, mate, I want to help you out all the time.
Well, everyone's like, I hate the rock. I really like other stations that don't play rock music.
Ben Boyce, why would you go to the airport? Hey, I love you.
Oh, Jono gets buzzed as Boyce heads for the safety of the shop floor. And, well, he might have this one in the bag.
Oh, get out of here.
Pryor has other ideas as he pulls one out of the bag. Well, he'll have to get his skates on if he hopes to catch Jono now.
Okay, there's a lesson. Don't be a dick.
But Pryor may have hit a snag.
Hey, I couldn't get a lift over to there, could I? No, okay. Good. That's all right.
Hold the phones. What's Boyce playing at now?
Can I order a pizza, please?
While Ben's going for pizza, it looks like Jono prefers the taste of Chinese.
What's the time, Jerry?
Boyce might be standing around, but Jono's showing some toe, which is not a bad segue. It's got nothing on the segue as Boyce has ordered up one large road crossing with a sign of possible victory.
It's not often you spot a rugby team in the middle of town.
Jono off the street into a mall. Of course, malls and shop floors not counted as the ground in this competition, but just where is he going?
Luckily, I spent many days in my missing years on this place.
Seems to know something we don't. It looks like a shortcut for Pryor. Boyce will have to get on his bike. Jono now coming close. Boyce is on the bike. It's Pryor, it's Boyce. An impromptu striptease, and Pryor's there by the chest here.
This is the highest and lowest point in my life. Man, I am a pasty mamma jamma. I'm like, my skin's like the colour of Twink. Do you remember what Twink was?
Yeah, we've talked about Twink and Boyce II Men. We're relevant tonight, aren't we?
Still to come on the show, we'll introduce you to the little versions of ourselves, plus our take on TV3's smash hit new show, The Block.
But first, let's check out some old news.
At the Supreme Court this week, everyone was out for the Antiques Roadshow. As you can see, I've got some boots here, beautifully mounted. I'd say £60 for those. What do you think of my book? Not interested? No, I'm not interested. And now for the head auction. Let's start the bidding at $1, $1, $1, $1. Anyone going any higher? No, no. Let's get the price down. No, it's going higher. And sold to the guilty-looking man over there. Well, that's bullshit. It's got a hole in it. While at Sky City, the One News ambassadors were enjoying their time on the tables. Ding! No more bets. Unfortunately, Simon Dello crapped out and had to sell off Wendy Petrie to make up some extra cash. And she's sold to the man who just came into a large sum of money. Well, I'm very pleased with my purchase. Wendy Petrie's a tidy unit with a lovely frontage and plenty of parking in the rear. Allegedly.
Welcome back to Jono and Ben at 10. Are you right over there, guy? Are you on your friggin' phone?
Yep.
What are you doing?
I'm reading some interesting things about you on Twitter.
What are they saying?
Jono and Ben have stupid faces.
Oh, that's harsh.
Now press send.
But it wasn't just us on the hot lips of social media this week. TV3's big new show, The Block, has been tweeting up a storm.
But you guys may know it as the Bunnings Warehouse show.
At Bunnings Warehouse, Glenfield.
Bunnings Warehouse. Bunnings Warehouse. Bunnings Warehouse. Bunnings Warehouse.
Bunnings.
Bunnings. There's so many tools here.
Now, when I first watched the show, we were sitting there going, why on earth was the first challenge to build a coffin?
Yeah, it just seemed weird, didn't it? And then we realised it was this.
Oh my...
There's a body in the back of the car!
Body in the back of the car!
What's going on? First rule of killing people, don't do it on national television.
No! Do it in Fielding.
Oh! Where do we go from there?
I learned a lot of stuff from that show.
What'd you learn, Guy?
I learned that if you find a lower price in the same stocked item, they'll beat it by 15%.
So we decided this week we wanted a piece of the DIY TV action with a new feature we like to call the changing room.
Here comes another one. La la la.
Oh yeah. All the guys' t-shirts are done here? Yep, cool. Come through. Cheers. Oh, can I help you, dear?
Sorry?
Can I help you in any way, dear?
No.
He's super confused.
I go out here. Sorry.
Cheers. Oh, can I help you, dear? Are you lost?
She's loving it.
You wouldn't like to empty this while you're there, would you?
Oh, sorry.
It's like you can't get out once you're in there.
Are you looking for...
I was looking for the shop.
I think you may be in the wrong place.
I'll go back in there.
Okay. Thank you.
Stumbling into an old lady's bedroom. It kind of must be what, like, Ashton Kutcher felt like living with Demi Moore.
Or when Sonny Bill used to go out with Jamie Ridge and got lost in the middle of the night. Now, children, they are cute and they are cheap.
So out of pure laziness, we decided we'd get a couple of cheap, cute kids, didn't we? To kind of do the interviews that we couldn't be bothered showing up for.
So we sent the little versions of ourselves along this week to interview the hosts of The Block.
Brought to you by Bunnings Warehouse.
Thank you, Guy.
Lowest prices are just the beginning.
Yes, thank you, Guy.
Roll the
Petrol line trimmers are the middle. Cabot's Aqueduct is the end.
Thank you, Guy. Can we play the interview, please?
Roadies from Shapes, feeding you the man-childs. They're more than just poor grammar. They're Jono and Ben at 10 years old.
Hi, I'm Little Jono. And I'm Little Ben, and today we are talking to Mark Richardson and Shannon Ryan. Mark, you've already got a TV show. Don't you think you should give another washed-up sports star a turn?
Simple, no.
That was good. High five.
Shannon, what's it like doing a TV show with your dad?
Oh, dear.
Is The Block a show for the whole family?
I think so.
Or one of those shows Dad keeps in a box under his dresser? Why does he hide his television shows under his dresser?
What's the best way to put this?
Tell us.
No.
Mark, your nickname is Rigger. Can you name 5 other words that rhyme with rigger?
I'm disgusted that the first rhyming word that came to mind and what it was, actually.
Mark, I heard you only got this job because as a batsman all you did was block.
A good defensive technique is not just about a full defence. You need to know where your off stump is. You need to know what is missing off stump and what is going over the top of off stump.
I think you lost them about 5 seconds into that.
Shannon, are you seeing anyone right now?
I'm seeing you.
Do you want to get a drink after? Do you have any messages for Big Ben and Jono?
The best thing about this is Little Jono and Little Ben. They're way funnier than Big Jono and Ben. That was good. Let's go get that drink.
Oh?
Laters.
Come on, mate. I'll tell you about chicks.
I'm not holding your hand.
Why not? You have to hold chicks' hands if you want to get anything out of them.
Oh, by the way, Mark and Shannon might attend Dream Home called. They want their TV show back.
Hamish and Andy just called. They want their everything back off us.
So true.
Still to come on the show, we send old Funny Pants out on the street to do some street comedy and Ben's attempt at a TV ad for our program.
But first, we have a look at all the smut on New Zealand TV over the last week.
This program is rated adult.
3 power companies may well have been f***ed off by the time a referendum's held.
That's the total length, depth and height of your He's part of the executive. As part of the executive, he has to enjoy my he has to have not me.
Welcome back to Jono and Ben at 10.
Did you guys see that guy on First Line the other day?
I did see the guy on First Line. He's gold.
Thank you so much for coming in this morning to enlighten us on Rupert Murdoch. Thanks very much. Well, still to come, who's been sleeping out in the cold to draw attention to homelessness in New Zealand? And we'll bring you more on the Kim.com saga as his lawyer tells First Line New Zealand authorities have been overreacting. Right now, it's time to look at the sports stories making news this morning. Here's Sam.
Oh my God. I heard that the guy's still missing in the TV3 studios.
Really?
And if you listen closely enough at night, you can actually hear him talking to the ghost of Petra Baggist.
You realise Petra's not dead, eh?
She's dead to me. Now this week we learned that Guy Williams wanted to become a stand-up comedian.
I already told you that I already am a stand-up comedian.
Jokes like that, you're gonna make it, mate.
So we thought we'd help Guy out early in his comedy career by putting him in front of a few audiences around town.
That's not what they told me. They told me that I was going to Valentine's for my birthday. I should have known that Valentine's wasn't open for breakfast, and it wasn't my birthday.
Go Williams television segment. There's no better place to have a captive audience than a bus stop.
Well, until the bus arrives.
Good luck.
Ladies and gentlemen, please go crazy and wild and welcome to the stage, Mr. Guy Williams. Thank you for clapping, I appreciate it. It's great to be here in Auckland today. It was great to be here yesterday and the day before that as well. I live here. Look at you sitting in the front row, big mistake. Whereabouts are you from, Hamilton? Who's your girlfriend there, your mum? Hey, but you guys have been fantastic and I've been Guy Williams.
All right, guys, some comedians, if they're lucky, they get to play the Herald Theatre.
But you, my friend, get to play to the guy selling the Herald. Bring your A-game, mate.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Guy Williams. Thank you. So what about bikes? Oh God, I gotta look at my notes.
And the headline reads, Guy Williams bombs in front of New Zealand Herald guy.
Up high. How'd that go?
No more.
We need to finish the segment, mate.
Let's go.
Whoever introduced the saying clean as a whistle obviously wasn't familiar with the term meningococcal epidemic.
I don't think I've once laughed at meningococcal.
And that guy didn't either.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may have seen this next comedian on 7 days, Guy Williams. We're turning. What about the price of cheese? I can't afford it. Last night I had macaroni and nothing.
Tell us when to laugh.
Heckle there, that's okay. God, I've just got to wait for the next stop so I can get off now.
I'd like to thank you all so much for coming. Thank you very much. Good night. Good night, everybody.
Now, earlier in the show, you saw my attempt to make an ad for our program, and now it's Ben's crack.
Now this week, Jono, I saw something on the internet, on YouTube, that inspired me.
And we all know what the word inspired means in the television industry, don't we?
You're right, I ripped it off.
Ripped it off.
Now this is a wee promo for a new drama channel overseas. Yeah, have a look at this. Pretty epic, eh?
Epic.
Had everything. Ambulances, motorbikes, chubby ginger kids, everything. And I thought, with our new budget, we could do an awesome comedy version of that ad. So I call this Push to Ad Comedy.
That's comedy, my friend.
That is not how the plan went. You went rogue on me. What?
That's the twist. It's unexpected comedy. Oh, I got a sign too. Woo! That is comedy on a low budget, right there. What do you think?
Hilarious.
Funny.
Not quite as elaborate as the original one.
Well, let's let the people decide that.
I think the people are going to say it's not quite as elaborate as the original one.
But is it better than his? Go to our Facebook page and like my TV ad.
Well, that's our show for this week. Thank you so much for watching. And like a child trapped in a car at the Sky City car park, don't forget about us. Wind the window down like that. Leave us with a bag of twisties.
Well, perhaps even roadies, seeing as they sponsor our show.
Maybe roadies.
That might be more appropriate.
Because they sponsor the show.
Yeah.
Probably don't want to be associated with leaving kids in the car park.
Okay, well, maybe not. That's a good point. Sing us out tonight as Mr. Guy Williams. We'll see you next week.